Welcome, Leo. This marks the third intense month in a row for energy. We enter the month of May with Pluto going retrograde, a lunar eclipse in Scorpio. Venus, Mars, and Jupiter will all move signs this month. The Sun will move into Gemini, and we have a new moon in Taurus, so we have a lot to talk about. Hi, I'm Tilly, and this is your monthly focus for May 2023. By the end of this video, you'll be able to harness the energy to bring in success into your life. Just to let you know, these readings can be applied for your sun, your moon, and your rising signs. The sun represents us, our ego, our motivations. The moon is emotion, feelings. And our rising sign represents the energy that we put out into the world. Now, if you don't know your moon or rising sign, simply go to my website, tilly.today, click Astro Reports, and under that heading, you'll want to click Free Simplified Natal Report. Put in your info, hit submit. It's a totally free natal chart, and it'll supply you with this information and more. Okay, first, let's look at the planets, their movement, and what this will mean for you. So on May 1st, we have Pluto going stationary retrograde. Yeah, it starts out at the very beginning. Crazy, huh? For you, this is all about your relationships. And you've had a sneak peek. This is a time really to journal, okay? Because this matters till 2044 in your life, okay? So this is a perfect thing to journal and go back on, because we've already come through as far as we will. Now we're going backwards towards Capricorn again. And during this time, you will have seen things about your relationships, what you want in them, what you don't want in them, who you want near you, the kind of people you want near you, the kind of people that you don't want to be involved with. This could be even groups of people, although I think it's more of a one-on-one love experience or relationship, one-on-one relationships with a sibling, with your inner circle, best friend. As we walk back through this energy now, you're going to get maybe a little bit more information. You're going to look at things a little bit more. You'll branch out and investigate and do some research perhaps in this area. Maybe get to know about that person a little bit more. Hang out with them a little bit more, or ask your friends what they know about that person to get a clarity and understanding of how you want that person to fit into your life. May 5th, full moon lunar eclipse in Scorpio. For you, that is home and family. So we're looking at our home, we're looking at our family, we're also looking about our safety and security and what isn't working, what needs fixing, what needs transformation, what needs endings, and what we potentially want to invite in as new beginnings in home and family. And our safety and our security. Absolutely. May 7th, Venus will enter Cancer. So Venus is going into your 12th house. Now that is about endings. So, one way that could play out is understanding the beauty of who you are and not tolerating some of the people in your life that you have been tolerating. Okay, that if they are not going to love you as much as you love you, then be off with them. Separate from that energy. To have that positive, freedom-loving, liberated energy around you at all times. It could also be about the metaphysical and falling in love with astrology, tarot card readings, your own spirituality, the feeling of spirituality, okay, and tapping into, and it doesn't happen right away. If you're going to say, okay, I'm going to start meditating, Tilly, and see what happens here. You could go through months of meditation where you're not really feeling that divine energy, although I don't think it would take months. Okay, potentially it could. There is that outside chance. I'm going way over here on this part of the scale. But when you do, you want to. I was in a meditation yesterday that I did not want to leave. I knew it was time that I needed to walk myself out of the meditation, but it was so beautiful. It was so serene. It was so enchanting that I did not want to leave the meditation. I remember like forcing myself to eventually count myself back because it was just, I was just having a marvelous experience. And that's not like it was the first time something like that has happened. And it probably won't be the last time. So, give it time and it will happen in its own divine timing. But it could be where you embrace spirituality. Maybe you are deciding to, where you are now, to start teaching it yourself or helping people, healing people through your spirituality, through your natural gifts, through your vibration, through your energy. On May 15th, Mercury goes stationary direct. Thank goodness, right? And this is for you, very thank goodness, because it's been work and career. So if you felt the slump, that's why, because Mercury was retrograde, and so Big Brother was potentially asleep when it comes to movement forward in your work and career. Wasn't paying attention to it. Could be all over the board. And this is the time to get on track. Maybe you've used this time correctly in order to tap into where you want change in work and career, where you want to go forward, what promotions perhaps you'd like to apply for in the future, what salary you'd like to make at some point in the future. And you've done some research and you've done some investigation on this. And so now when it goes direct, you can actually move forward towards great success within your career. If you haven't, that's okay, because even now, at least, things aren't going all over the place for you when it comes to work and career, are actually in detriment when it comes to your career, and it starts going forward in the right direction for you. On May 16th, Jupiter will leave Aries and enter Taurus. And for you, once again, that is, you got it, career. So how exciting is that? Now I'll let you in on this too. Okay, the new moon in Taurus that we'll be having on the 19th is at 28 degrees, which is 2 plus 8 is a 10. That's the lucky number. It's all about you. It's all about a new season coming in. It's all about your transformation when it comes to work and career. Now, I haven't seen how long Taurus is actually even going to be in Jupiter, and it would probably matter now to say you've got the next 8 months or 10 months or 12 months to work towards this goal. It's usually a 12-month stay, but it does vary. So, but only by a couple of months. I'll find that out for you. I'm so sorry I don't have that information on hand for you right now in the moment. But, May 16th starts it off with Jupiter leaving Aries and going into Taurus, going into work, going into career. So it is the expansion of your career. So I hope you have been setting goals and dreams and desires for yourself when it comes to your career. If not, it's not too late to start by any stretch of the imagination. This is a beautiful time to start dreaming about the potential that is in your life. You can skyrocket here. You can move to another dimension when it comes to work and career under this kind of energy. And it will be staying with you for potentially a year. Now, on May 20th, Mars enters your sign. So Mars is about action. Okay, so I know that you're going to start building strategies. I know that you are going to start working on information and learning experiences in order to take yourself to a new dimension, to a new level. Okay, let's go to the cards. Getting kind of exciting here for you, right? May 21st, Sun goes into Gemini. I forgot to mention that. So it is about groups of people, new people coming into your life. A light is shone on the groups that you are with now and the groups that maybe you should be with. And so pay attention to that kind of arena in your life. And it could be that groups form around you. Maybe you enter the group. Your shadow card for the month of May is the World. So May is essentially, okay, May is essentially a time when you want to tie up all those loose ends. Especially when it comes to work and career for you personally. There is a path already being orchestrated behind the curtain for you. All you have to do is the work. You have to show up. You have to stand at the beginning of that path and step into it. But the rest of it is all being orchestrated for you by angels, by guides, by the energy, by the universe, by that beautiful divine energy that surrounds you. But you have to tie up some loose ends. You can't take the junk with you. It'll weigh you down. It will burden you. It will slow your progress. It won't let you experience the life that you could be stepping into, because you still have to deal with all this stuff. So look at where in your life there are loose ends, where it does need completion, ending, left in the past. It could be healing. Absolutely. Letting something go, moving past it. Our first card is, oh, look at this, the Ten of Swords. Everybody hates the Ten of Swords. I kind of like the Ten of Swords, okay? Funky like that. The Ten of Swords doesn't mark an ending. It marks a beginning. It's the 10 energy, for goodness sakes. 1 plus 0 is a 1. Now, has it been hard? Yeah. Have there been moments when you just want to totally throw in the towel? Absolutely. Do you feel a little beaten up? Probably. And so there you lay. Now, those swords aren't in you. If there was, there'd be a pool of blood, and it's typically a reason I don't use a deck like that. I want to know what the Ten of Swords looks like in the deck, because some of them look like crime scenes. So this tells me that those swords haven't made you bled out. It's actually become your strength, become your knowledge, become your wisdom in order to go forward, in order to step with sure steps. Now, you might not realize this either, but the sun is breaking out through those clouds, which means maybe you don't feel the warmth on the sun. Maybe you don't see the light yet, but it's going to appear. It's going to show up. You're going to feel the warmth. And at that point, you're going to start pushing yourself up. And you're going to brush yourself off. And you're going to say, okay, this is the first day of the rest of my life. Here I go, straight and strong and true. And you do exactly that. Our next card is the Chariot. The Chariot is one that says pull back. So even though we're getting excited about work and career, we do have a year to work this into our schedule. So we don't want to just jump at something. It may not be the thing we should have jumped at, okay? Or there's something better to jump at and we won't see it because we're already focused on this new jump we just made. So take your time, pull it back, understand what you truly want to have into your life. I would say definitely work and career, but in all aspects of your life. Okay, pull it back, think it through. What kind of relationships do I have? What kind of group experiences do I want to have? What kind of one-on-one experiences do I want to have? What kind of salary do I want to bring home? What kind of money do I want to generate? What toys do I want to buy? These are all questions to ask before moving forward for the month of May. You want to give it thought. You want to get sure about your thought, and so that you can realistically bring it into something tangible, real, and transform your life in some great fashion. We also have the Four of Cups, which means do not forget to say thank you. This is about not being grateful. This is about having gratitude in your life and inviting it in and making sure that you're always saying thank you. Okay, when good things happen in your life, thank you. Oh man, I hope I don't hit any red lights on the way to work. I'm late. And you don't. It's all green. Do you stop and say thank you? Because even though you didn't realize that, that statement was also being heard by the universe, because they hear everything, your angels, your guides, they still heard and they made it happen for you. So say thank you. When you have that day where nothing really happens and it was kind of a odd day, be thankful that nothing bad happened to you, that they kept you safe, that they protected you during that day. And when something joyous happens in your life, absolutely say thank you for this moment in time, for this memory that we made today. Thank you. For work and career, oh, I can't wait to see what this card is. The Ace of Wands appears. So this is a time to get motivated. This is a time to let your creativity flow. This is a time for you to show your potential. This is a time to fill with passion and enthusiasm. This is a time to, drive. Drive yourself. Build the momentum. That's what this card is all about. And keeping things in balance. And we're not going to know a lot about how to keep things in balance because there is that fog there. But it looks like that wand comes straight down, and look at how it comes down. It's almost like what is going to happen is going to bring in balance rather than you thinking about the balance. I think you need to think more about the dream. I think the balance will take care of itself because you are concentrating on it, you are focusing on it. There's luck involved here. We know that already. And things just kind of go together, and all of a sudden it just starts working. There's a flow, there's an energy of liberation or freedom with every move you make, every word you take. For relationships, Two of Wands. We're summoning in what we want in a relationship, what we need in a relationship. We're asking it to show up in our lives. Now, if you're single, this is great because if we're doing that, we're actually drawing people, potential partners, close to us. Okay. If we are in a relationship, we are trying to draw in, especially if you've hit some snags in the relationship, it's just not what it used to be. It's about drawing in that sense of romance and love and compassion and support and talking for hours on end and sitting there and just being together and sharing the same air and connecting our hearts together as one. And we're kind of wanting to draw in this perfect picture of a relationship, of what we want our person to be. And so really expand on that and have the conversations. Now, this is the second time I'm using it this month, so it might be in more videos than not, but Tony Robbins says if you make every day like the first day, there will be no last day. So remember when you couldn't wait to see them, when you didn't want the night to end, when you could clear your schedule completely in a heartbeat because they had time to see you. Remember the magic that used to be there, and it's reigniting that magic. It's bringing it alive. So, and it's about you summoning it in. So it's your actions, it's your words, it's your thoughts that will manifest this in the relationship throughout the month. So, how do we use our spirituality, our gifts to go forward in our path? Oh, look at this. We have the Ace of Cups. This is about getting excited. This is about growing these dreams, these thoughts into something that you can't even stay in meditation because you want to go. You want to go. You want to experience. You want to grow it, and everything that you're seeing is coming together. I can see that for you. This is embracing by embracing, by saying thank you, by working with, it's contemplating and meditating and praying on the things that you want to bring into your life. And they start to happen because you're doing the work for the energy to notice where you were going, what you were doing. And they're helping, they're building the path for you as you walk it. This is about embracing your passions, your dreams, your desires, of knowing it can be, of not allowing doubt to come in at any point in time, even if you've had a really bad day. Just know that that was a challenging day to give you an educational experience that you could have done without, but you need it, so you're glad it showed up when it did instead of something bigger down the road, right? This is about embracing the love and the passion and the joy that you feel in your heart towards. And I'm going to say it again. I really think it has a lot to do with your work, with your career. Health and well-being. We have the Death card. It's time to change some patterns. It's about, you know what? It's almost like you're pulling yourself down on purpose. Like, okay, I got to get serious here. I don't think so. I don't think you have to. But you've kind of cloaked yourself into some emotions. Okay? You're cloaking yourself with some emotions that really aren't your true emotions. If you look at who you are and how you've been through life, this is not a true emotion for you. So understand why you were feeling that way and release it. Okay, maybe you feel like you need alone time. Maybe you feel like people have been attacking you. Maybe you feel like you're kind of an outsider in the group. Whatever it may be, maybe you're not happy at work. Whatever it is, it's almost like you're guarded right now, and you almost want to. I see a pillow going over the word fun, so you want to suffocate the fun in some way. And maybe you're doing this on a subconscious level and you're not even realizing that you're actually suffocating fun out of your life. But you need to get rid of that pillow, okay? You need to let fun just dance around you, make music, sing to you, okay? This is about creating the liberation, creating the freedom, knowing that you are going in the right direction, that all things happen in its own divine timing. And if you're going through something hard and challenging right now, this too will pass. You know that because you've been through experiences before in your life where you thought, I'm not going to make it through, and you did. You're here. Nature's Whispers. We'll get an oracle card. And we have 47, laughter. We can't make this stuff up, can you now? Okay, so I'm going to hold that up there because there are pictures within the pictures here. I love this artist. And I love the author too. I mean, it's just a beautiful deck. So you say, well, what does it look like, Tilly? Because you're flashing it around and whatnot. Well, there's the guidebook. There we go. So if you're looking for it, that's what you want to look for. That's what you want to see. Because it is a beautiful deck, and it really has its own magical power within it. It's really an incredible deck. I got goosebumps now. Laughter breaks up stagnant energy, gets things moving, and helps relax you. Laughter is just a powerful antidote to stress, pain, and conflict. Nothing works faster or more dependably to bring your mind and body back into balance than to have a good laugh. Humor heightens your burdens, inspires hope, connects you to others, and keeps you grounded, focused, and alert. And until we meet again, remember, I do love you.